In this video, I will share with you how to change your UX portfolio so it finally gets more traction and lands you your dream job. Let's start. As a hiring team member and as a mentor, I have seen my fair share of UX portfolios. Some were outstanding, while others confused me. By the end of this video, we will have a better understanding of what it takes to build an outstanding portfolio that is optimized for the recruitment process and will catch the attention of the hiring managers. The first tip is to focus on goals and impact, not the process and artifacts. As a reviewer, I want to know why you've designed a solution and if it helped the company. Of course, correctly executed design process is important, but it should be a given, especially for more experienced designers. You need to make sure that you start your case studies by explaining what the problem was and why it was important to solve it. List the project goals and connect them with company goals. You need to show that you're aware of the impact of your work and that you start with strategy first. Tip number 2 is to include collaboration and clear ownership. UX is a collaborative field, and I want to see the evidence of this collaboration in candidates' portfolio. List who was on your team, developers, PM, other designers, etc., and how you worked between teams and disciplines. It's also essential to state which parts of the design work you did by yourself, which ones you collaborated on with others, and which ones were delivered by other teammates. This practice builds trust and is especially important for junior designers who participated in projects where they were put together to collaborate with a senior designer. Sometimes they end up presenting this project as if they did the whole work. It's misleading, and I've seen many reviewers reject portfolios for this reason. By the way, I share more tips on how to improve your UX design portfolio in my free 5-day portfolio masterclass. I'll leave the link in the description. Now let's come back to the video. Tip number 3 is to add metrics and results. As a hiring manager, I want to see how you measure the impact of your work. It shows me that you're not just designing for the sake of design, but to achieve a business goal. It demonstrates that you use data to inform your design decisions and that you always start with why when approaching a problem. It is fairly rare to come across a truly business-minded designer who questions why the design work needs to be done and what is the actual problem. If you can't share the real numbers for the project, or if your project is based on an imaginary brief, you can always add how you would measure the success and connect those metrics with the project goals. Tip number 4, don't share everything. Creating a portfolio is about storytelling and distilling information. If you share every little detail of a 6-month project, you will end up with a lengthy and boring case study. Focus on what matters for a reviewer. Help them understand the context, the process, and key moments. We want to know how you approached the problem, what your thought process was, and how you arrived at the solution within given constraints. The case studies should be easy to follow. They are a test of candidates' ability to communicate their ideas effectively. Before we move on to the next tip, I would like to invite you to subscribe to my channel. I have more videos about UX portfolios and hiring coming soon. And finally, tip number 5, share no more than 5 projects. Your portfolio should showcase only your best work. I recommend having between 3 to 5 really strong case studies that you're equally proud of. If you're going above 5, you're risking showing your second to best work and actually lowering your chances of getting hired. Staying within the optimal range guarantees that your portfolio is focused, of the highest quality possible, and that it provides enough information for the reviewer. Creating an outstanding UX portfolio requires a strategic approach. You need to optimize for how hiring managers scan portfolios and what they are looking for in a candidate. If you implement those 5 tips that I shared today, you should see a spike in positive responses to your job applications. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.